Hello, good morning on this, well, it's a rainy, gray morning, but you know what? It's actually kind of warm outside, so, throw on a raincoat, go for a walk later because it's really not bad. So how is everybody? Did everybody have a good Easter? We certainly did. We had our little Easter dinner. Wayne made turkey and mashed potatoes, and Lucas and Maya and I made the vegetables, and we had a nice dinner. And we tried my uh, family, my sister, my brother, my two sisters, my brother, my mom, and I. We attempted a Zoom family conference call. Um, yeah, that's a lot to ask for an 87-year-old to figure out, and then for us to try to help her figure it out. Um, yeah, after like literally an hour of trying to get her as part of the Zoom call. We never got her there. So, hey, well, we'll try again next week and see how it goes. Anyway, you're going to need an elastic band for this class today, but let's just start by lying down. All right, and just take a moment to breathe. Nice big deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Bring your legs and your feet together. Open your arms out wide. And take an inhale. Take your knees, your hips over to one side. Try to keep that opposite shoulder, though, down. And then slide down through the rib cage first to pull your knees back to center. Inhale over to the other side. Exhale to pull back to center. And last time. Now take your feet and your knees just a little bit apart and tuck the bum under and lift your bum. Roll your spine up off the mat, one vertebra at a time. Hold it up at the top and then slide down through your ribs first and then work your way down through the lower back all the way back to neutral against that neutral pelvis, center of your sacrum, sitting on the mat. And then curl the tailbone under, rolling up. Hold it up at the top. Inhale, just let your head and your shoulders fall back. And then roll down, really trying to work sequentially through the spine. And let's go one more time. Hold it up at the top. Inhale. And exhale to roll back down. Lie on your side now. Knees bent in front of you. Palms of your hands are together. And you're going to reach that top arm up to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Open it out to the side. And I don't want just the arm to go. I want you to follow that hand with your eyes, with your breastbone. And really try to let your legs drop heavily. And give me an inhale. And then exhale. Reach the arm back up. And all the way back, palms together. And again, inhale. And follow the hand. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Now, try to draw your fingers up over your head, all the way up and around. to turn to the other side, and then same thing to return. Trace those fingers along the floor or as close to the floor as you can to return. And again. And one more time. Nice big deep breaths. And inhale and exhale. And other side. So again, knees bent in front of you. And palms together. And reach that arm up to the ceiling. Again, follow it with your hands, with your breastbone. And inhale and exhale. And yes, you'll definitely notice that one side twists better than the other. This side, I don't twist quite as well. And nice big deep breaths one more time. And now trace those hands, those fingers, up and over your head, as close to the floor, on the floor, all the way around. Keep those legs nice and heavy, and reach up and over, and again, follow your fingertips, follow your hand with your eyes and with your breastbone, and again. Oh, yeah, let's go one more time. All right, on your belly. All right, so let's have your hands one on top of the other. Forehead is on your hands. And again, giving a nice big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale, lengthen through the top of your head, lift your arms, lift your chest. Keep your forehead glued to your hands. Hold it here, inhale, and exhale to lengthen through the top of your head to lower down. Inhale, and exhale. Lift your chest. Make sure that you're not doing this whole movement at the neck. Okay, keep the back of your neck nice and long. And lower down. And again. All right, now just rest your forehead on your hands. Give me an inhale, exhale, lift and lengthen one leg. And inhale, lower. Lift and lengthen the other leg. And lower. And again. Really stretching and lengthening through your toes. Try to make sure that you're keeping the front of your hips down on the mat and that you are supporting the lower back. So you don't want to be lifting up from the lower back here. This is really about working or engaging, tapping into those hip extensors, your glutes and your hamstrings to lift the leg. One more time each leg. And let's go into a little breaststroke. So you're going to have your hands now beside your head. And you're going to give me an inhale, exhale, reach your arms out so so that your head, your arms, your chest are just hovering above the floor. Now pull the arms back, lift your chest, inhale. Bend the elbows and exhale, reach out. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift the breastbone. And exhale, dive it out nice and long. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, reach out. Inhale, up. Again, making sure you're not doing this all in the neck. Keep it nice and long. And let's go one more time. Reach out. And inhale, up. And bend the elbows and come on down. And come back and have a wee stretch. Nice, big, long, deep breaths. And lying down on your back. All right, so let's have the knees bent. Feet, knees just a little bit apart, feet flat on the floor. Arms down by your side. Give me a head nod. So again, what's a head nod? You're going to just tuck your chin in towards your chest, just to get that little bit of a length up the back of your neck. So you're not lifting your head and you're not bringing your chin all the way into your chest so that the ribs pop. Okay, so it's just a little nod of the head. And then look straight up to the ceiling again. Nod the head, inhale, lengthening the back of your neck and looking up. And again, nod the head and looking up. Now give me a nod of the head. You're going to lift your head and shoulders up off the floor, but you're really going to initiate that movement from your bottom ribs. Slide those ribs down towards your pelvis. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale to lower back down. Nod the head. Inhale. Exhale. Slide those ribs down. Hold it here. Inhale. And exhale to lower. And again, nod the head. Slide the ribs down. Roll it up. Are you still in neutral? Or did you tuck your bum under to lift your head and shoulders up? And lower down. So again, the center of your sacrum is sitting on the mat and it stays there as you roll the head and shoulders up and lower down. One more time, nod the head, roll it up, hold it here, and lower down. Grab your elastic band now. And you're going to tie the elastic, or just put it first just above your knees. Wrap it behind. And then tie it in a pretty bow. So we're going to do the 100. And every time you breathe, you're going to press your legs apart. So if you do the 100 with legs in tabletop, you're going to press your knees apart. Not just the feet. And if you have your legs out straight when you do the 100, again, you're going to press the knees apart. Okay, so let's everyone start with your legs up in tabletop. Again, making sure that you are really connected, finding that abdominal connection between the bottom of your ribs, top of your pelvis. Pull those points in towards each other. Give me a nod of the head. Inhale, exhale, slide those ribs down, roll the head and shoulders up. Again, if you'd like, straighten out the legs. Are you going to straighten out the legs if this causes tension in your lower back? No, you're going to keep the legs bent. Breathing in for 5 and out for 5, pressing the legs apart with every breath, and breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, through the nose, out, through the mouth, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pulling tight around your waist and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. Keep going out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it here. Inhale. And exhale to lower down. So that should have got you warmed up, right? Because that's what the 100 is for. So now, actually I threw the elastic away, we need it. All I want you to do here is hide your toes with your elastic. And you're going to point, pushing all of your toes into the elastic, and then pull your toes back. And again, point, get that little baby toe pushing too, all of them, and then pull the toes back. And again, point, and pull back, and point, and pull back. 2 more. And pull back. Last time. And pull back. Good. So now you're going to cross the elastic. You're going to sit up nice and tall, and you may find that it's easier for you to sit up tall if you bend the knees a little, and that's fine. So you're going to lengthen up through the back of your neck and pull one elbow back. And pull the other elbow back. Pull. And pull. Add a little rotation now. So pull the elbow back, follow the elbow. And follow the elbow. Pull the elbow back, follow it. And follow. That's it. Turn, try to use all the spine that you have, right from the bottom, right through the top of your head. Turn to follow that elbow back. Turn. One more on each side like that. Now you're going to turn, hold it here, and you're going to straighten the elbows. You're going to hold the elbow back there, and you're going to press back 1, and 2, and 3, and control it back. And other side, pull the elbow back and press the elbow back 1, and 2, and 3. And again, and press back 1. And 2, keep sitting up tall, and 3, and turn back other side, let's go, and press back 1, and 2, and 3, and one more time like that each side, let's go, pull, and press back 1, and 2, and 3, and other side, last time, and press back 1, and 2, keep breathing, big deep breaths. And return. All right, so now, what you're going to do is you're going to bunch up your elastic, just so you have something good to hold on to. And step on the elastic with your foot. You're going to rest your forearm on your knee. Now, what I want you to do here is you're going to hold your forearm perfectly still, and from the wrist, lower the knuckles and lift the knuckles. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. So again, the forearm is not moving, so you're not bending and straightening the elbow at all. This is really just coming from the wrist. So we will work those muscles in the forearm, improve our grip strength. Try to make sure that the elastic stays taut the whole time, so I don't want you to have it loose down here. Also make sure that you are controlling the movement. Don't let the elastic snap your hand down. Control it up and control it down. Pull the knuckles up and slowly lower the knuckles. All right, so now flip your hand over so the elastic is coming up and over your fingers. Again, that forearm is still braced on your knee. And again, just from the wrist, pull the knuckles up and lower. Pull up and lower. That's it. Nice and controlled. Again, you are controlling the movement in both directions. Don't let the elastic take over at any moment. That's it. So really just working those forearm extensors and flexors, those muscles in your forearm. And let's do the other side. So again, bunching up the elastic just so you have something good to hold on to. Make sure that your elastic is taut, bracing the forearm on your knee and lower and lift the knuckles. Moving again just from the wrist. Sitting up nice and tall. Controlling the movement, making sure the elastic is tight even when the knuckles are all the way down, that there's still tension on the elastic. So you're always working. Good. I was reading, I think it was from Walmart, talking about how the things that people are buying, the percent of things of certain items, the percentage that people are purchasing them has gone up as we move through this quarantine period. So, week one definitely saw, hand sanitizer and Lysol wipes, that sort of thing, flying off the shelves. And week two, of course, inexplicably, toilet paper. Everybody was stocking up. And then going into week three was yeast. Everybody's at home baking bread. And now, I guess everyone is like, okay, this things have gotten real now. Everybody's out buying like hair clippers and hair dye. Oh, I love it. Flip your hand over. We were teasing my mother. There she is, 87. She lives alone. She's not going out. Nobody's going to see her, but she's still doing her root touch-ups, because heaven forbid somebody should know that my 87-year-old mother's hair is actually gray. Shh, don't tell her I told you. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. That's it, controlling the movement both ways. Moving just from the wrist, keeping the forearm still. And of course, with this, you don't need to use an elastic. You can use, a dumbbell, a light dumbbell, or like a soup can, whatever. Just again, making sure that controlling the movement in both directions is key. I don't know more. 2 more? Okay. All righty. All right, so let's go on your side now. And you're going to have your elbow directly under your shoulder and your knees are bent. And you're going to first just sink down into that shoulder and lift up. Sink down and lift. Sink down and lift. Sink and lift. One more time. Sink and lift. Now, never sink again. You want to keep that support under the waist, under the ribs, up and out of the shoulder. And now lift your hip up and lower. Lift and lower. Making sure that you keep your elbow directly under your shoulder. As I caught myself there, that Oftentimes what we'll do is we'll start to push up and move away from the elbow. I want that shoulder to stay right over top of the elbow for now. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, and lift and lower. Now lift, and you're going to do a tiny little dip of the hip. Just dip, dip and lift, dip, dip. And really press that knee down to lift up through the hip. Little dip, lift, lift, lift. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. All right, so again, keep that elbow directly under your shoulder and sink down and lift. Sink and lift and sink. Lift up and out of the shoulder and sink and lift. Last time, sink and lift, and now never sink again. Lift up under the waist, under the ribs, up and out of the shoulder, and lift the hip and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lift and lift and lift. Lift and lift. That's it. Lift. Good. Come on. Press that knee down to really lift up out of that hip, out of the shoulder. Lift. All right. So now little dips. Let's go. Little dip and lift. And lift. Little dip. Lift. 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 Make sure you're keeping that shoulder over the elbow. Don't start to push away from the elbow. Lift. 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 And 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab your elastic band, and you're going to take the end of your elastic, the very end, and tie it in a knot around one foot. And again, I did say the very end of the elastic, so don't go from the middle because you need lots of elastic to work with. Okay, so now what you're going to do is go onto your hands and knees. You're going to hold the elastic down with your opposite knee. And you can be on your hands and knees here. If your wrists don't like that, you can come down onto your elbows, either one. All right, so first, let's just make sure that we are in a neutral spine. So you're not here, you're not rounding up through the shoulders. Those shoulder blades are sitting flat on your back. Nice neutral pelvis, so the sit bones are lifted, you're not tucked under, and those abdominals are supporting the lower back. Now, lift that knee, press it. Bend the knee in, press it. Bend in, press it. Bend, press. All the while making sure that there's no movement in the spine or the pelvis. You're trying to keep all of that nice and stable and move just the leg. Now, press that leg out to straight, keep it straight. And again, from the hip, lower the leg and lift. Lower and lift. Again, making sure that you are not lifting and lowering from the lower back. The spine stays stable and you are lifting and lowering just the leg. Now, lift that leg, keep it lifted, take it out to the side and across the center. Out to the side, across the center. Keep the leg lifted, don't let it start to droop down towards the floor. now adds a little side bend to that. So as you take the leg out to the side, look back over your shoulder, look back at your toes. As you take it across, side bend to look back over the other shoulder. And look at your toes. And look at your toes. Keep the leg lifted. Good. Now, hold the leg right there and do 5 little circles. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, you're going to bend that knee in just like you did at the beginning, but round the back as you pull that knee to your nose and your nose to your knee. And then keep the knee bent and lift the chest. So this is called the scorpion. So imagine you're really taking that stinger of your big toe, lifting it up and over. Bend the knees. And bend, rounding the back. And then lifting the chest. Last time. And let's do that all on the other leg. So again, holding the elastic down with the opposite knee. Again, you can be on your hands and knees or your elbows and knees. Nice neutral spine. Bend the knee in, press the leg out. Bend in, press out. Try to keep your elbows or your shoulders and your hips square to the floor. Nice big deep breaths, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now, press that leg out to straight, lower it down to the floor and lift. Lower and lift. Again, trying to keep that spine stable. And now lift that leg, keep it lifted. Take it out to the side and across. Out to the side and across. And add a side bend so you're looking back at your toes and up and over the other shoulder to look back. And now hold that leg there and do 5 circles. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other direction. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now bend the knee in and round the back. Pull your knee to your nose, and your nose to your knee. Keep that knee bent. And scorpion. And round the back. Lift the chest. And 1 more. All right. Untie your elastic. All right. Coming up onto your knees. Holding your elastic out in front of you. So what you're going to do here is you're actually going to have your knees apart and your feet together. And you're going to sit your bum back towards your heels, and then come up and pull the elastic to your chest. Reach your arms forward and your bum backwards, and then come up, press your heels together and pull the elastic to your chest. Reach back and shoulders dropped. Reach back. So again here, try to really fold into the hips. Don't tuck your bum under. And come up. And reach back. And pull the elastic to your chest. Squeeze your bum. And reach. And squeeze. Press your heels together. And press your heels. Squeeze your bum. Good, that's it. Come on, squeeze. Two more. All right, so now bring one foot forward. And you're going to tuck your toes under. And you're going to come up. All right, so what I want you to do here is you're just going to bend both knees and straighten. Bend both knees and straighten. Now, as you bend both knees, I want you to imagine that you're on a pole and you are just sliding up and down the pole. So this is a vertical movement. There's no forwards and back. Straight up and down. Making sure, take a look at that front knee. Make sure the middle of your knee is lined up with the middle of your foot. Don't let that knee roll in. Now, bend both knees, hold it here, hold your arms out in front of you, and turn. And turn the other way. Turn. And turn. Keep your eyes on the horizon as you turn from side to side. Other side. So step your foot back. Again, up on the toes on that back foot. And again, first, vertical. Up and down. Making sure that you are, again, checking that front knee. Make sure the middle of your knee lines up with the middle of your foot. Lengthening up through the top of your head. Keeping that movement going straight up and down, not forwards and back. All right, and now go down, stay right here. Hold the arms out in front of you and turn. And turn. That's it, keep that knee again. Nice and still. So we're really taking the rib cage and turning it around your spine. Pull that rib cage around. One more time each side. And up. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to fold your elastic in half, loop it around your toes, And make sure the toes are covered. Pull it tight and hold it down with the other foot. And lift the toes. So the heel is staying planted, but you are lifting the foot. Lift and lift, 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 lift. Making sure here that you're just moving, you're moving from the ankle. That's where the movement is coming from. So you're not taking the bum backwards. The hips are staying still. Heel is planted and you pull the foot up. Pull it up. Now pull it up, hold it up, and do little pulses to pull up, 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 up. Yep, so you should feel that in those muscles in the front of the shin, right? Pull up, up, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Give a shake. Other side. And pull the toes up. Pull that foot up, but plant the heel. And pull, and pull, 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 pull. Good, standing up nice and tall, floating up and out of your hips, keeping those hips still so they're not moving back. Woo! Pull myself right off my own feet. And now let's go little pulses. So pull up and little pulse to pull up, 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 up. That's it. Come on. And up, up, up. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Now you're going to take that elastic, bring your feet together, right together, and wrap it right around your ankles. Nice and tight in a bow. All right, now you're going to make a little V with your feet. So your heels are together, toes are apart, and you are going to rise up onto your toes, pressing your ankles out into the elastic. And then lower down, reaching your heels back together. Press out and lower. Press out and lower. As you rise up onto the toes, try to make sure that you are rising up evenly across all 10 toes. So don't roll out to those baby toes and ignore the big toes. And rise up, press out into the elastic. Standing up nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. Nice big deep breaths. Feeling that length right up through your center. Imagine you have Velcro on the top of your head and you are reaching up to stick yourself to the Velcro ceiling. And now rise up, stay up here, and then you're going to lower down just a bit and up, and up, and up, and up, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you can get yourself out of there. All right, so lying down on your back. You're going to take your right ankle and put it over your left knee. Arms down by your side, palms are facing up. So unlike what we did before when we lifted up into the shoulder bridge and we rolled up one vertebra at a time, we are not going to roll up one vertebra at a time. We're going to lift right from the hips. Lift up, fold into the hips to lower. Lift up and lower. Lift, trying to open that right knee as much as possible while still keeping the hips level, so not so much that the hip drops. And lower. And lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. And switch. Left ankle over the right knee. And lift your bum. And lower. Lift, opening up that left knee. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. And switch again. Right ankle over the left knee, but now grab your legs. Pick them up off the floor and pull your legs in towards you. Breathing deeply. Now, can you do this and try not to let your bum start to lift up, or your tailbone, I should say. Think of reaching that tailbone down towards the floor and just pull your legs in. Again, you're trying to keep your sacrum on the floor here. Try to keep your sacrum on the floor and just move your legs just a little bit side to side and just feel how that changes where and how you feel that stretch through your right hip. And let's do the other leg. So here again, left ankle over the right knee. And again, keep that tailbone reaching down towards the floor, center of your sacrum on the mat. And then, yes, keep that sacrum planted and move the legs side to side. So with the sacrum planted, that means the pelvis will not rock side to side. You're trying to keep the pelvis still and move the legs, so that changes how you feel the stretch through the hip. Nice big deep breaths. All right, flipping over onto your belly. And what I want you to do here, so you're reaching your arms and legs out nice and long. You're going to walk your fingers and your toes over to one side. So if somebody was looking at you from above, you'd look like a banana. Nice big deep breaths. And walk them over to the other side. And again, nice big deep breaths. And now press up, sitting back, reaching your arms nice and long. And then reaching that one hand back towards your heel and reach up. And other side. And again, reaching your arms out and up. Nice work. Good job, everyone. I think the rain has stopped right now. So, you could get out for a walk maybe before it starts to rain again. Happy Monday.